So Samuel L. Jackson comes out. I like that Kendrick started with the teaser Bodies that was from GNX that wasn't on the project. If you guys saw, they leaked the whole set list prior to that a lot of people thought was fake. Mm-hmm. I kind of felt it was a little fake too. I was like, this is a lot of GNX looking at this. I can't really see him do this. But then I had to think let me choose my words carefully. He didn't cook himself by doing that pop-up. The pop-up set is probably what a Super Bowl set should have looked like with his hits. So he cornered himself into having to do a lot of GNX. And this is actually where I'm giving Kendrick so much credit. Looking at this list, I would say this is weird. You shouldn't do this. I thought he fucking smoked it and kept us entertained the entire time. The only time I felt like it got a little low in energy was the record I thought was going to be the biggest one, which was All the Stars. I don't know if it was choreography, just the energy felt lower. Peekaboo shouldn't have worked at a fucking Super Bowl. And it was my favorite part of how they shot that entire thing. Putting together a rap halftime show with that many words off a new album and keeping me entertained, I give my hats off to Dave Free and Kendrick. Maybe I'm in the minority here. I saw everyone killing it. Worst halftime show. I deadass enjoyed the entire thing. I thought it was fucking great. I
feel like the reception has been split.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been split. You bringing up the point of the pop-up, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even consider that because when I was watching it, first of all, I'm not the biggest fan of GNX as an album just because it's very, very Cali, and that's just not the type of music that I prefer. I can understand the rapping's good, and for the people who enjoy it, that's fine. It's not really for me. For Super Bowl, I like you to walk me through your catalog. I like the Super Bowl to be, if I brought somebody who had never seen you before, who is this artist as an artist? That's what I like my Super Bowls to be, especially from an artist who has been out this long and this is the peak of his career, right? So that's what I wanted, but I didn't even think about that.
That's why when I, again, saw this leaked set list and like everyone else was like, no, I don't know if that could happen. Amazon was the first fucking thing that came to my mind. If he redoes the pop-up set, they go flame him. Like, what the fuck would he?
But who? I don't think so, though. I can understand him not wanting to do that, but nobody's gonna flame him.
If somebody repeats a set I've already seen at the Super Bowl, they're getting flamed.
Okay,
that would be nuts.
No, because you could have put it in a different order. You could have done some.
And of course, that was 2 hours versus 15 minutes, but
not giving SZA a medley is a mistake to me, especially because they said they left time on the board. Like they didn't take up the full space of time that he had.
It did feel like a quick.
Not giving SZA a medley is a mistake to me. Not giving Mustard a mini medley is a mistake to me. Like not performing people, and then people keep bringing up this whole, oh, it was the blackest Super Bowl and pro-black this and pro-black that. You had a chance to perform All Right and King Kunta in front of Trump.
He's already performed All Right at the Super Bowl though. That's what I'm saying.
But so
Kendrick between the pop-up and doing Dre set 2-3 years ago, every critic would have been looking at him nuts if he did All Right again. I also think if he gave Mustard a set, which I would have loved, and Mustard did like Mustard and Friends shit, which he did at the pop-up, they'd say, yo, Kendrick needed SZA, Kendrick needed Mustard to bring out everybody. Like he carried a whole Super Bowl set rapping at that clip without any help. I love SZA. I think you could have left SZA off this. You should have given SZA a whole joint if you were going to do it. Either go all the way, but she was just a pop-up.
It was a half-assed SZA. I didn't like that. I can't confirm, but I think SZA was lip-syncing.
I don't know that to be true either, and we respect and love SZA, so I don't want to put that on a jacket. It did cross my mind when I was at the event. I was like, maybe it's these speakers. I can't really tell if this is that. I don't know if it needed that announcement to have SZA there. That would have been iller to me if you surprised everyone with SZA just to do those two joints. Mm-hmm. I agree. If you announcing SZA, I need 3 Control records.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah. I there were parts of it that I liked. I feel like, and I've been getting killed on the internet for this, and y'all know I don't give 4/5 of a fuck. I feel like in his head, I feel like Kendrick wanted the Not Like Us reveal to be so perfect that he was thinking about that the entire... I could see him thinking about it when he was performing.
Yeah, I cut the shit. We cutting this shit. We cutting this shit here. Enough. Everybody was anticipating. That's the only record niggas want to do.
Okay, but I'm talking about Kendrick's performance right now. I'm not talking about
shit, man. Y'all sitting here talking about
you're not gonna
this, that, and the third.
It was not like us the most anticipated song we wanted to hear. Yes. Was that the only song we wanted to hear from Kendrick Lamar? Fuck no. But yes, it was the most anticipated thing. And on top of that, if you're gonna go all the way with this shit, you do the pop-up, then you give the Super Bowl shit. They're playing the Not Like Us beat the whole fucking weekend in every commercial. Yeah, lean into it, tease it throughout the entire thing. If you're gonna go this way, go all the way. That's why I wasn't mad that he did a tease 3 times throughout the entire thing.
That was the part I hated the most.
If you're gonna go all the way with it and not just do the Not Like Us hook and then get to TV off, if you're gonna do that whole circle shit, smile on the camera when you say Drake's name, say pedophile.
That was hilarious. He didn't say pedophile, but that was hilarious. That was. I think
everyone in the audience said it though.
Yes, what he did.
Anne Hathaway said it.
Shut up. What he did with Not Like Us, I love the way that he performed it. Like, hats off. I love the way he performed it. But what I was saying is throughout the entire thing, I was not waiting for Not Like Us when I was watching it. I was trying to enjoy Kendrick's catalog when I was watching it, but it fell flat to me. I don't think it was his greatest performance. And that's not me saying that I don't think that Kendrick can give an amazing performance because we've seen him do that. It's just for Super Bowl tier of performance, I don't think that it was. I didn't enjoy it as much as I wish I would have. But that's just me. You asked me what I thought. I didn't like the Not Like You teaser. I didn't like the, we would say it, but we gonna sue and then to go and just do it. You at this point, it's giving sore winner. You won.
No, but I understood that. He has to, you got it because everybody's only watching it.
That's not
because they want to see that. All right.
They're not only watching Kendrick at the Super Bowl because they want to see him watch Not Like Us. If Not Like Us never came out, people would still watch Super Bowl Kendrick at the Super Bowl. That's not true.
He would have never got. All right, man. What are we talking about here?
Kendrick is worthy of the Super Bowl and would have eventually got it. I do agree with you with the timing. Yes,
it came earlier. For sure.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. It's okay to say he got this because
that he got it because of Not Like Us. Because Kendrick is very much.
I'm not saying. Why did Kendrick get the Super Bowl? Why did he get the halftime show this year?
The energy around who he was as an artist.
Oh, what's up, man? What we doing? I'm not saying Kendrick is not one of the dopest artists. I'm not saying he's not one of the dopest rappers.
A legendary catalog. He sold out fucking arenas.
Yes, he has. He sold out arenas. We know that. Why did he get the Super Bowl show this year?
Okay, I'm agreeing that it's because of Not Like Us. I'm not agreeing that people only watch to see him perform Not Like Us.
Leading up to it, everybody was saying like, yo, are they going to let the word pedophile fly at the Super Bowl? Are they going to let it fly on Fox? It was all this entire year, last year, was for Kendrick was built upon this one song. Mm-hmm. This was his moment. This is the biggest moment of his career. Not from a personal standpoint. I don't know what his biggest moment is, but from the optics outside looking in, this is Kendrick's biggest year.
Okay.
I agree.
Based off of this one record.
I agree.
Though someone could argue that
the niggas gonna argue whatever. We know what facts are.
Damn may have been a bigger year.
We know what the facts are.
He's not reliant on this.
We know what the facts are. Mm-hmm. You can make an argument. We know what the facts are.
Okay.
The facts are Not Like Us is Kendrick's biggest song. Mm-hmm. Not Like Us gave Kendrick his biggest year as an artist. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Okay.
He got the Super Bowl, one of the biggest performances of an artist's career, correct? Based off of this one song. So it makes sense to tease it in the beginning. Uncle Sam, you better not do that damn record out. Whatever he said. You tease it. We understood it was all built around this song. We understand what the moment was.
Okay.
Now that we know that, what I'm saying was, do y'all feel like the performance was dope? Do y'all feel like the playlist, the set list was dope?
We just talked.
Do y'all feel like he did his thing?
Yes.
You enjoyed the performance?
A lot.
Okay.
But I'm also the person that came in here after the pop-up, which was getting smoked on Twitter, when I was like, he ran through hits. I love swimming pools. Like, don't get me wrong, but if you're going to use this moment, I would have liked to hear some deeper cuts from Kendrick. I was that person.
You can't use the halftime show.
So to me, the fact this motherfucker did peekaboo and the way, I think, did Dave Free direct this? I know Mike Carson was involved. I know it takes a village. How they did that peekaboo shit was next. That was like when The Weeknd did the quarantine version of the Super Bowl shit. That was so well shot, and it's a fucking B-side of an album that a lot of people would deem is lower in Kendrick's catalog because it's not an easy listen because it's so West Coast. I love that he did this shit. I was the one that as a pop-up, I was like, all right, man, I've heard his hits a million times. Like, let's put a cool show together. Now, I think it could have been flipped. The pop-up could have been more I mean, no, GNX wasn't out, but more of the cult classic shit with Kendrick at the pop-up would have been ill to me. Super Bowl, yeah, go get your shit off. They should have been swapped. But I love this performance. And I thought it was ill for hip-hop that this has never happened, a rapper by themselves. That is insane to do. We watched Beyonce work her ass off for that Christmas shit. Like, you saw the behind the scenes footage of her running from car to car. To rap this long at a halftime of the Super Bowl, to me, is incredible just for the genre. You don't find that insane at all that he's doing Man at the Garden at fucking the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I do find that insane.
LeBron didn't.
I find that very insane.
You think?
The bottom line is this Super Bowl performance was very underwhelming. I'm happy that Kendrick had his moment. I'm happy he kept it all the way Cali, represented the culture of Cali on one of the biggest stages in entertainment. I'm salute to that. I'm definitely saluting that. That was dope. But we got to be honest here. This set list, as in comparison to the other stars that have had halftime show, is probably near the bottom. When we talk about songs, catalog, hits, this is one of the lower tier set lists that we've probably had in Super Bowl history.
Katy Perry, even though she got her first viral moment shit off with the fucking sharks and all that wild shit, that fucking performance stunk. I'm gonna go with a crazy hot take. I didn't really feel that J-Lo and Shakira shit like that.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, but I also feel like some shit that might be trash to you might be amazing to that audience.
Oh, no, I agree. That's why I'm only speaking from me. I enjoy this. If anyone tells me they hated the GNX live version at the Super Bowl, I'm not going to argue them down on it. I liked it.
I'm just speaking from the hits, the hit records, the set list, the songs that he put together to perform on that stage. Did it live up to, in your opinion, the other performances throughout the years where they have their set list and their hit songs?
No.
So now, back to what I'm saying.
It was a drastically different approach because he did the Amazon pop-up shit. I'm not giving him grace.
Stop talking about the Amazon pop-up show. That has nothing to do with this.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it does not. It has nothing to do with
this. Just copy and paste that.
The bottom line is this. This set list, these are not hit records. When you're talking about the biggest stage in entertainment, you need hit records. Undeniable hit records. Not the songs that we like, because there's some songs on there that we like as a culture. When you put somebody on the Super Bowl halftime stage, you need the songs that people that never even heard of Kendrick remember, like, oh yeah, that's who that is.
Well, I don't want to do that because there were a couple hits in there. So I would say Humble is a hit. DNA is a hit. All the Stars is a hit. Not Like Us is a hit. And TV Off is turning into a hit.
Yeah.
Now you telling me it was turning into a hit.
It would be half and half.
Don't tell me it was turning into a hit.
It just came out.
So why perform it?
Because he just did a fucking GNX whole performance. Slipped in DNA, Euphoria, and Humble. Even though I even put Euphoria within the GNX rollout.
So back to what I'm saying. This Super Bowl performance was predicated and built upon a moment that an artist had in a year. Now that we got the performance, do you feel like the performance lived up to the hype?
With your point of saying Not Like Us was the hype, fuck yeah.
Okay.
He said everything that we didn't think he was going to say. He had Serena Williams crip walking. The fucking choreography was insane. The camera angles were insane. I'm going off your point of saying Not Like Us is what was being anticipated.
Choreography was
that met every expectation.
What choreography was insane, Rory?
First of all, that ain't even the crip walk that she did. Let's get to that. OT Genesis don't approve of that. Let's get to that. Shout out to Zip.
That was dope no matter what, though. That was dope. That was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, but we know why it was there. It's clearly because of the boy. How y'all not? What y'all not? I gotta say. Fuck it. I'll say it.
No.
I say it. Fuck it. I say it, man. It's clearly because of you know who, man. Serena Williams, crip walk. Are you serious? I get the Compton ties. She's from Compton. I get that.
Of course.
But is her husband not a colonizer?
As a colonizer, I would say yes.
So where's the consistency in the messaging here?
My shit wasn't
why I gotta be the one? No, shut the fuck up. Cause you niggas is y'all crip walking now. That performance was not it. The only performance worse than that was Pat Mahomes. Let's just be real here. Y'all gonna make me say it like the bad. Y'all was not. That shit was very lackluster for the moment and the anticipation. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was anticipating it. I'm like, I'm gonna see when he had 75 niggas come out that little GNX. I was like, damn, that's like when David Blaine made the whole audience disappear. I'm like, how did he do it?
Yeah.
But after that, it was like I like these songs. I like some of them. But they're not hit. We just watched Usher perform hits last year. Rihanna hits the year before that. Mm-hmm. The Weeknd hits before. Like, these are not hit records. I like some of these records. All of the Stars is my shit. But not at the Super Bowl.
Well, first of all the stars should definitely be played at the Super Bowl. I think all the stars deserved, and this is why I said that I feel like he focused.
All of the stars can be performed at like All-Star Weekend.
No, bro.
When you talking
all
about the
of the
Super
stars
Bowl
is one of the biggest. What are you talking about?
All right,
all
so
the
then
stars
what's
is a
your
huge
That's not the
record.
It is a huge record, but you also got to understand audience, Demaris. That's the part you're not factoring in here. When we get all of these fucking videos from the audience just standing there, sitting down, looking at this dude because they don't know who Kendrick is. This is the NFL. This is a predominantly white entertainment sports thing. This is not NBA.
They stood there when Beyonce performed Formation too. The people that are at the Super Bowl is not who you perform for. That's not who Jay-Z is going and grabbing, entertain these billionaire white people.
Yes, I get it. You want to perform for people that are not there so they could tune in and watch I get that. But guess what? The numbers dropped. He didn't even do what Usher did.
It's Usher.
This nigga had the hottest shit. Usher hasn't had a year like this in how many years?
Dog.
What are we talking? No. Usher, you know what it is? Usher has a catalog of records over the last 25 years.
Kendrick also has a catalog. He didn't perform his catalog.
He don't have the hits, man.
Yes,
we like some of these songs, but they're not undeniable. Usher has an undeniable catalog.
I'm saying it's Usher. It dropped 6% down from what Usher did as someone that is just a rapper. My mom,
what does that say?
And all her friends are sitting there for Usher no matter what, because that's Usher. He's been here for 25 years as a pop star. My mom's going to go to the bathroom during the Kendrick
shit. The year that Kendrick had. Factor that in.
But you're not factoring in the audience
Usher never had a year like that. As dope as Usher is, Usher never had a year like this, not like us shit. Never in his fucking life. I'm older than all of you niggas in here, and I'm telling you, Usher Raymond has never had a year that was this hot. He's never had a moment. He's had a fucking career as a pop artist. Thank you for finally getting where I'm at. You giving a nigga a fucking stage like that based off of a moment.
And I think that's where we disagree, that Kendrick
Cut it out,
is
man.
valued
Keep
at
it
this
real,
regardless.
man. I like Kendrick. I don't want to sound like I don't like Kendrick. He got joints that I like. I'm talking about giving somebody this stage based off of a song and a moment was a fucking fail. They should have never given him that. They set him up to be now online where people are saying this is the worst halftime performance ever.
It was mixed reviews like anything else, man.
Okay, so
it wasn't no mixed reviews when Usher performed.
Yes, there was.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
There were.
Man, the niggas ain't never seen a nigga roller skate at the halftime show. That nigga Usher, it wasn't no mixed reviews.
Okay, I feel like, so let's simmer down so that we can actually touch on points. You're talking about the point of Kendrick, the songs he performed were not hits, right? Which I had the same complaint as you. But what we're not going to say is that Kendrick doesn't have the hits. Kendrick had hits that he didn't perform. For whatever reason, Rory has his theory, I have mine, that's whatever. But we're not going to rewrite history like Kendrick doesn't have hits. Kendrick has hits.
So
he didn't perform
he could get the Super Bowl with or without not like us.
What hits should he have performed?
He didn't perform All Right. He didn't perform King Kunta. He didn't perform Swimming Pools. He didn't perform Money Trees. He didn't perform Loyalty. He has hits that he did not perform. Plenty of them. That was my argument.
Half a damn.
That was my argument. But he didn't perform them. He chose to go the GNX route. I didn't enjoy GNX.
The bottom line is this. This is the bottom line as far as I'm concerned, and I'm only speaking for myself. I like Kendrick. This moment that they gave him was too big for his catalog. It was too big for his catalog. I'm sorry. I like Kendrick. I thought he did some joints last night. I'm like, okay, cool. Love the setup. Love the way the Crips and the Bloods tied in with the colors of the flag and all that. Dope. Uncle Sam there. Dope. All of that shit cool. Points for all of that. But when we talking about just the music and the songs that was performed, it was very like, okay, I guess. Let's just get to Not Like Us. Let's just get to are they going to let the pedophile word fly on Fox? Let's get to that. Everybody A minor. Okay, had an A minor chain on. Okay. It was all built around.
Yeah.
What?
PG Lang.
PG Lang chain.
Oh, it was the A from PG Lang? That's what you think
one
it
of
was?
it's part of their logo.
But that's what you think it was?
I don't think it was an A minor chain.
Okay. Anyway, back to what I'm saying.
I really don't think it was an A minor chain.
Okay, because it was PG Lang. So now you have this moment. You have one of the hottest years based off of a diss record.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Super Bowl, but now look, very lackluster.
Listen, I agree with you on that.
Very lackluster.
I agree with you on that.
Very lackluster.
It's not because that's because
and I know coming from me, it sounds like hate based off of the year. I know it sounds like hate, but this is battle aside. I was looking at the performance. I wasn't thinking about a battle. I'm thinking about, all right, let me see what Kendrick does with this moment. Because like when we were together at the Mr. Morale show, I thought Kendrick did a phenomenal job on that at that show. Mm-hmm. I came on, I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Kendrick stepped his performance shit up heavy. That Mr. Morale show was dope. I enjoyed it. This right here though, and I get the breakdowns going, y'all don't get what it mean. You know, he's telling the government the game is over in front of Donald Trump. Uncle Sam might have been the last minute tossing once they found out that Trump was going to be in the building. I get all of these think pieces y'all building. I'm talking about the music. At the end of the day, those songs that were performed, it didn't hit. It didn't hit the way it was supposed to.
What we
I'm
were
sorry.
Saying, what we were saying before Maul got upset is as far as the moments that he could have made because if he wasn't focused on the pettiness of Not Like Us. For example, All the Stars should have been a huge moment. There should have been huge production around that.
Like
that was
Rihanna
a song that was a song that was nominated for an Oscar and 4 Grammys. It was a huge song. And it's a beautiful song. It's that kind of, oh, this is my moment for life type.
You know how you know that shit was lackluster? If he didn't do Not Like Us, y'all would have been pissed off.
Of course.
That's my point.